After my post graduation, I happened to know about Teach for India. Then I spoke to a few fellows, and then I thought that this is my calling, and I joined Teach for India as a fellow and started teaching 8th and ninth grade girls in a government school in New Delhi, and that is how my journey started. And talking a bit about how we started Beyond Boundaries. So I was teaching in New Delhi, and in year 2019 December-ish, uh, there were a lot of things that were happening in here with respect to CAA and NRC protests. And since my school is very close to Jamia, our school was closed for 2 3 days. There was learning loss, and the day we came back, I really thought that we should talk about it. And like we used to have these churcha spaces, and we spoke about what is happening in CAA, what is happening in NRC, what is happening in the country. And I realized that the kind of community my girls come from, they haven't explored much. They haven't seen the world outside, and I wanted to create that access and exposure for them. And in my undergraduation days, we used to have this subject called unity of religion, and because I was feeling that there is a solid divide in the class, because of which they are not able to communicate well, they are not able to collaborate. So we started doing these unity of religion classes, wherein we talk about various religions, and every group will talk about one religion, no matter from where they are and what they are doing. And it was working, but I could see that, like, it's just on paper and nothing much is happening. One fine day, one of the kids said, दीदी मुसलमानों को तो पाकिस्तान चले जाना चाहिए. And at that point of time, my heart broke, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, if I'm not able to create shift in the mindset, if the kids are still thinking like this, why am I here? And I started searching and thinking about what can be done, and like from where
And
I can create that access.
sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. I mean, like, if you look at that bias and the mindset, it begins actually at kind of that age, right? And it's
Yeah.
uh,
And it is because like everybody around is thinking like that. They haven't been to other places, they haven't seen other people, so how will they know how they are? Right?
true.
So like that, because it was like going on in my head that we need to do something, and like something has to be done, exactly what I don't know. So I'm quite active on LinkedIn, so I pinged somebody from Teach for Pakistan, and I said, hey, how are you, and would really like to connect. And then we both spoke about education in our countries and how similar it is, and how we are affected by the education system of the colonial era. And we arranged a three call series for the students, wherein our students would just get to interact with each other. We do not have a lesson plan, we do not have anything. They are just going to sit in front of the laptop, just see how those kids are, just talk to them. And in the first session, they were like, okay, they just look like us. And they spoke about Shah Rukh Khan and Bollywood movies. They sang songs. And by the end of those three sessions, they were like, दीदी ये तो हमारी तरह ही है, ये तो कपड़े भी हमारी तरह पहनते हैं, ये तो बात भी हमारी तरह करते हैं. And I could see that their mindset is changing. I could see that they were questioning themselves, and that is the whole point of education, right? To be able to think for yourself and not be influenced by others. So I think when they saw that how similar the two countries are, they started believing that, together we can create change in the world, and not just in our community, not just in Delhi, not just in India, but in the world. And that was the seed for Beyond Boundaries. And next year we piloted the first global peace building fellowship, wherein students from 8 different countries, they came together. They worked on sustainable development goals, and we were thinking how we can do it, and like what kind of curriculum we should have. So we did it using filmmaking, we did it using collaborative research work. The students collaborated and made a rap song together, and they created all this magic all by themselves. And yeah, I'm really proud of what they have achieved and what they have done.
Yeah. So Sakshi, I think the overall underlying current that I can sense from what you're speaking is the the I mean the important value of humankind, right? So at the end of the day, we are all humans, right? So countries are something that is a geographical division, right? And obviously we are brought up in different cultures, but the underlying current is humankind.